Olabisi Babalola first noticed she had constant weakness when she was in primary 6.
Whenever I was playing with my friends, I got tired easily. Yeah. And then afterwards, I started to have swelling of the limbs. And before I knew it, it spread.
Her family did not resort to self-medication.
Then we were staying with a doctor, a chief consultant, Island Maternity. She was my mom's cousin. So, well, at first, like everybody would think, I don't know if it still happens these days. And they would say, you're being lazy and all that. So I think that went on for a while until one day, she called me and said she wanted to know what was wrong with me. So when I told her, she gave me some injections.
She seemed okay, but one night she remembers being rushed to the hospital. She was placed on admission, but after some time she discharged herself and went home.
I was put in the geriatric ward where they admit old, people, but I wasn't comfortable there. Each time they gave me drugs, I threw it up because the place was, smelling really bad. And I remember I ran out of the hospital because I couldn't cope. So I left my things there. I went to Island Maternity, my auntie's office. And then she asked me if I was discharged. I said yes. So from there we went home.
The swelling came back after 2 weeks. She was taken to a health center where a doctor attended to her.
I remember he told my mom that I should take less salt. Yeah, that was what he told. And I was on prednisolone. Yeah, steroids. I was on steroids for about 2 months. Yeah.
Bimpe says after the treatment at the health center, she became okay and lived a normal life again. 10 years later, the sickness came back.
I began to notice same symptoms.
Weakness,
yeah, swelling. This time around I felt that my, feet were going to burst. The feet were so big, like elephant legs.
You went back to the hospital or you went to your auntie?
No, he was actually a brother in the church who saw me, and he said to me that I needed to see a doctor. So he took me to Festac Hospital, where I saw the doctor, and then he told me I had mild hypertension. And he actually tried to know if it was primary or secondary. But, I don't know what he later found out, but he gave me some drugs. He had treated me for malaria, and then so also gave me some antihypertensive. I did some urine tests also.
This time around, she was an outpatient, but after a while she stopped going because the doctor tried to molest her.
He didn't. I didn't permit that. He was trying to take advantage of me.
At this time, the swelling which had gone down before came back again. What she calls a miracle happened on a particular night.
I remember I just prayed one night, and that night I had a dream. 3 men in white appeared to me, and they told me they were going to have a surgery on me. So they cut this part of me open, and the one that cut it open was requesting for, the tools. So one was giving in the instruments, and the other one, the third person, was soothing my pain. Each time I felt pain, he would soothe it, and I felt better. So he brought out worm-like substance. It filled a whole bucket, and then he stitched it back. I woke up the next morning. I felt pain on that very, part that was cut open. But I didn't bother to look at my legs, I just held my leg. What happened to me? Then I remember that in my dream I was operated on. So then I also remembered that I had swelling before I slept. It was very big. I cried before I slept. In fact, I limped to the bed. I cried. I said, God, my legs are going to burst if you don't do something about me.